Hey guys, what's up? This is Dr. Nick Schabel, and I'm here to help you work on your mobility. I'm a chiropractor, but I specialize in sports medicine movement, and I was talking with some of the coaches at Kansas Athletic Club, and we wanted to make sure we were giving all you people something to do while we're in the middle of this quarantine situation. Things are getting a little crazy right now, but you don't have to sacrifice the gains you've made at the gym, and we are teaming up to provide you guys plenty of tracks to work on. And my specialty is going to be mobility. One point I want to get across to you guys is that stretching is not mobility, okay? Mobility is using what you've got or using what you've gained from drills that you've done. And so I break mine down into 4 parts. The first part is very similar to stretching. We're just going to get into some end range positions, okay? That's my loosen it phase. The second part is going to be a little more stability work. So that's going to be the lock it phase, okay? The third part is where we put some weight, whether that's external weight or a little bit of body weight into it. So that's the loading phase. The last phase is going to be the let it go or let it rip phase. So that's going to be more like plyometrics. The best thing about this mobility routine that we're going to go over is it's also a great warm up for your workouts that you're going to be doing, whether they're at home or at the gym. So you can put this before a workout. You can put these after a workout. You can do them on their own. They'll prep you for movement no matter what. So let's not waste any more time and let's just get to it. All right, guys. First, we're going to start with our shin box. So as you can see, I am making a box with my shins. And then I'm going to lean into the front leg, lean back into the back leg. The front leg is an external rotation and the front leg is an internal rotation. So we're getting a nice gentle stretch in both of those. We're going to switch back and forth here. What I would recommend is probably doing 10 reps before you switch back and forth. So maybe 5 to the front, 5 to the back, and then switch over and get the opposite leg in external rotation and an internal rotation with that back leg. If you need some sort of support, maybe you're extra flexible or you're having a hard time getting into that position, you can use some sort of bolster. I'm just using an RX pad, but an ab mat will work, a pillow, really anything soft and squishy you have around. Also, if you have bony ankles and you don't want your bony ankles digging into the hard ground, it's kind of a nice thing to have. So what we're going to do now is we're going to progress to learning to control that range of motion a little bit. So what I'm doing is just a crappy version of Ant's cars. You can see that I'm taking my time moving that back leg into external rotation and trying to float the other leg into that position. Now, I have a harder time doing this on one side than the other, and that's going to be the case for a lot of people, and that's perfectly okay. What we're trying to do is just get those small muscles really going there, okay? This is a probably more advanced version, way harder than it looks. So I would start with the first one, and if that's too easy, you can transition to this, but not using your hands makes it pretty tricky. So now we're going to do a little bit of kind of a glute bridge type movement, but we're going to be pressing up onto that front leg. Try to lower yourself down over about 1 second to control that motion a little bit. And again, maybe do 10 reps on one side, switch to the other. You'll probably notice one side's a little more difficult or you don't have quite as much control on another side. And you want to keep the same rep scheme from side to side. That way you're just maintaining fitness on one side and you're actually making some progress on the weak side. If you want to make it a little harder, you can try this variation here. Now all that weight is going to be on that back leg. And so it makes it really hard to lower yourself down into that eccentric portion. I would make sure you get really good at the other version first. So from here, we're going to get a little bit of basic plyometric going. Okay, so we're going to go into sort of a kneeling runner's lunge. So I'm popping up, bringing one leg forward, and I'm going to bring my opposite arm forward at the same time. Okay. So I'm kind of using that running movement pattern there. Just for this first one, we're going to keep it really basic this time. All right, that's it for our mobility routine today. If you guys have any questions or concerns or maybe suggestions of what you want to see next, please comment below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Remember, If you don't use it, you lose it.